Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Nest here at DESU Radio. I'm Xamara, the program director for the station, as well as y'all host, and I have another host with me.
My name is Jordan Cole.
All right, Jordan. Hey.
What's up?
Hey, what's good?
So you can hear all these other voices. We got a few people in here today.
Yes, sir.
We have the pleasure to interview a Black business on the rise called Phree Space Collective.
Yes.
Phree Space is a community incubator, networking space, and showcase place for Black creatives across all mediums.
Facts.
And today with me is the CEO, as well as 5 other of his artists and under his sponsorship. We're going to get to know, why they're here today. Like, pursuing a career in music, any type of art. Any type of art is not easy. You get a lot of judgment. You have a lot of
exploitation.
Yes.
A lot of that.
You got fans, and then you got fake fans. You got people who love you and then turn around and... But... I want to get to know y'all, and I want y'all to get to know us as well.
Yeah.
So
thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. Like, go ahead, tell us what you about a little bit. Yeah. What's
All right.
up,
What's good, everybody? I'm Kent Black, creator, curator, founder of Phree Space Collective. Like Samara said, we are an incubator space for creatives. Like, if you have some art, whether it's like visual, performative, musical, like however you express yourself, like we hold space for that, and artisans too, entrepreneurs too, and we curate events, experiences, like provide resources for artists and entrepreneurs, primarily like in the DMV area. We're approaching our 3rd year of business.
Chill.
Yeah, we just got off tour from Atlanta. We out here in DSU
ATL.
right now.
ATL.
So like it's just been a blessing to like see the evolvement of the brand and like the impact it's had like on the people and the communities that continue to like invest in it. You know what I mean?
Yes, that is so beautiful.
So that's what I do.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
And then also with you is
Smooth water.
Yes,
Water.
Hey, what's up? Go ahead, say a little
Hey, what's
something.
up? You already know it's your boy Smooth Water.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm rocking out with the Phree Space Collective. I was born in Brooklyn, New York, raised in Baltimore, Maryland. So not too far from Delaware. Shout out Delaware. I got some homies up Delaware. You feel me? Shout out
Hey, all
Chloe,
right.
FTP.
Yo, shout out Karma for real. Yeah.
So it's good to be here. Good to be back, Delaware. For real.
Okay, we're happy to have you.
Thank you.
So I like what Kent was starting to say, talking about the collective. It really, like, I hear the passion in your voice, and I really just love that you've created this type of space, because this isn't like a common thing. So my kind of first question for you is, why did you create this like specific collective? Because I know you have a lot under your belt as well, being a music producer and a musician and an artist. Like, why this specifically?
Yeah, I feel like Phree Space was like, I feel like most businesses like have a story similar or that would parallel, but like Phree Space spawned out of like necessity, like I'm an entrepreneur. I have like different business avenues in addition to like my musical career. And I was just like finding myself really exhausted with like the business and the persons that I had to do business with to further my career. And like we had touched on earlier, like it was just like really exploitive and just lame. Like it wasn't for me. I was like, I don't belong here, but I need to be here to like make to make stuff happen. You know what I mean? And I just was like, I had like reached my rope, and I was like, I'm gonna just like do my own thing. Like I'm gonna provide my own events. I'm gonna get funding from my community and provide like a community center where like, I can exercise my ideas. And that's kind of what Phree Space is, just like my creative playground, So that's where I go to like exercise that energy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like how you said that. Look, you're never too old for a playground.
Right. Bless up. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. So you said you just came from like a tour too at ATL. So
Yeah, we was in Atlanta earlier this month actually. Yeah.
Okay, how did that go, by the way?
It was blessed up. Like we had a few media outlets there that paid us afforded us a visit, so we went and interviewed with them. Shout out to Lady Merck. Shout out to Maggie Love. So yeah, that was a blessing. And then we had a show in Atlantic Station with this Black-owned apparel company called Country Bumpkin. And yeah, we did a show there. So we were in the city for a few days, and we also signed an artist and at that show. Shout out to Bonita B. You'll meet her later, but yeah, it was a blessing, like just to have all of like all of our efforts. I feel like for the past few months, just like come together in this like climactic situation. And it was a lot of work, but it was like a blessing. And I think like many persons like were able to feel that. And Brandon Deshawn too, yo. Shout out to Brandon. Like all the people that was rocking with us, like people are still rocking with us. Smooth water, like we've been tapped in, locked in, like just trying to bless up our people.
2022, 2023, like those have been good years for you. You signed your first art Smooth, like he right here with you.
Right, bless up. Shout out Hippie Weirdo. Like it's been a blessing, like for real.
So what's your goal for like growth and collaboration, like moving forward?
I feel like goal wise, like I just want to continue to do like what I'm doing. I feel like I have a good formula. Like my intentions is like what is like leading me. Like I've just been like resonating with this thought I've had recently. Like there's a lot of ego. I'm getting like a little derailed here, but I feel like it matters. There's a lot of ego in these spaces, you know, like in this industry, there's a lot of ego. There's a lot of misperception of self in this space. And I feel like for myself, like what I remind myself of is like how to like ground my ego. And I feel like I exercise that. Like I really like get off on what I can do for my community. Like my ego is like rooted in that. Like I can do a bunch of things for myself, like selfishly, and just like reserve opportunities for me. But I think I define like my successes by how many people I can like
put on,
elevate. Like,
elevate. Yeah, you sound like a real giver, like somebody that like just enjoys like being with the same type-minded people and stuff like that. And that's so needed. We need those people. Yeah, we need those.
My question for both of y'all would be, like, at what age did y'all start to get involved with like music and stuff like that?
Shit. I started getting involved with music when I was young, at a younger age. My family was like always deep rooted in music. They actually made like some progress in the music, and I was actually afraid to do music for a long time because I was scared of their opinion. And when I actually started, I was embraced by them, so that was like a real wall, something I overcome that helped me boost my confidence with doing music. But I would say since a youngin', for real.
Right.
Since birth.
Yeah, I think like elementary school, like, you know, I did the band, like the viola, like, you know, the trumpet, like did that. And then kind of just like got into like Fruity Loops, garage band, like that kind of thing. And then I didn't take it seriously until maybe I was like in my early 20s. And I was just like, I need to do music. Like, I need to do it. Like, I'm going to take myself seriously and do it. Like, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, a passion.
I didn't take it serious till like the pandemic, for real. Like, I was in the crib, nothing going on. Like,
I feel you.
I got to chase my dreams. The world today. Like, it's crazy.
I like how you brought up the pandemic. So do you feel like the way people kind of receive new artists have changed, and do you feel like you struggled or benefited from that?
I mean, I feel like it's still a battle. People like get some people like coming to the live events. A lot of people like, you know, do like on the phone now. But it's good ways to take advantage of it now, because you know you could be multiple places at once now with your cell phone. But I do feel like the pandemic definitely changed the music game and how people stream and take in music nowadays.
Yeah.
But I feel like we benefited, right?
Right. I mean, we're on top of it.
I'm not saying that about the pandemic, but look, lessons in disguise.
Yeah. I feel like it really made like those spaces the pandemic specifically, like made them go like a little more underground, you know? Because at first it was like they were trying to like outlaw community gatherings, and you know, I know my business was like immediately affected by like the restrictions, and capacities, and stuff like that. But it just made us like as a community, as a like culture, like just make it a little more underground. Like it was like speakeasies, you know, like history repeats itself. Like it was really like that kind of energy until like the restrictions lifted, and then like everybody's stepping back out.
Yeah. Okay, that is so real. So I want to say, for both of y'all, since you both are artists, how would you describe your music, and what is the message that you want to give to these audiences, like regardless if they're in person and can feel you, and versus if they're streaming on their phone, like what are they gonna feel when they hear your music?
Right. Well, my music is just vibes and energy. Like I want you to get out your seat and, you know, party, like wherever you may be. I want you to like hear my music and automatically just start, you know, you feel it in your body. Feel it in your body. I'm all about dancing and getting the crowd, you know.
Are you a dancer?
Some like, you know, a little two-step, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna see you on TikTok.
Nah, I need to work on my TikTok. I've been working on my hips. But I could,
Damn,
my two-step
what
is
you
crazy.
doing with your hips, Smooth?
Hey, listen. These hips don't lie. These hips don't lie.
Wow.
Oh, that's a bar.
Hey, yo.
That's a bar.
Yeah.
But nah, a little step. I can step a little bit.
Yeah. What was the question?
I
got a little track.
How would you describe your music, and what is the message you're trying to convey?
I feel like right now my music is like style-wise, I would say it's more like leaning towards like alternative punk, indie, grunge, like that kind of. I'll just like blanket term those, but definitely lead in that direction. And like message-wise, I feel like I'm just really wanting like right now to communicate and advocate for like the things that I'm experiencing in the music industry, and like how people are treating people in the industry, how I'm being treated in the industry, and just like things I touched on today, like the egos in there. Like I think right now, like the message is like ego death. So that.
That's deep.
Yeah, that's pretty deep. Target artist.
Shots fired.
We feel heard. We feel seen.
Reload.
So Smooth. I actually did like a little some research on you.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you, like, how do you manage being a father, engineer, and an artist all at once?
Wow, that's a great question. Just one day at a time, you know, that's all you really can do. Shout out to my fathers out there. Engineering is a skill I picked up because I got frustrated with people like messing up my sound.
Right.
And it's just the expense of being an artist and, you know, kicking out the engineer. So, you know, YouTube University.
Bless up.
YouTube University. Got my
that's
master's. Yeah. But, I mean, literally, pandemic took the time. You know, engineering, pandemic had my baby. Pandemic was crazy, you know, it was a lot of time. But I just juggle it by taking it day by day for real. Making sure
and I saw that shit, not to cut you off.
Oh, no.
I saw that your inspiration is like Kanye, Drake,
Yes,
Kodak.
sir. Yes,
so like,
sir.
who do you think you like more like, or who style do you use the most? Or
Well, my mentality is Kanye. Like,
Okay,
you
got
know,
you.
like,
Yeah.
can't box
Psycho.
me. Yeah,
Psycho Smooth.
like,
It's like that.
Kanye. But I mean, my favorite rapper is Kodak. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey. But I don't rap like Kodak, but Kodak, hey, it's that guy.
Okay. To kind of close y'all out so we can move on to the next couple artists, what has been y'all just like favorite part of being a part of the Phree Space Collective?
My favorite part is like just seeing the impact that like community can make like on each other, you know? Like Phree Space is my like spiritual ground, so I'm here to like save souls and help people remember like how to celebrate, how to come together, like how to uplift our community and how to be intentional and like stand in that power, you know? So when I see that happening, like when I'm receiving message from people like this is what I'm experiencing, like unprompted, like I think that's like the most memorable or impactful like part. Yeah.
That's dope.
That's real.
I like that. That was
Yeah.
a lot more.
I love,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I really love just meeting new people. Like
I'm that type of person too.
Yeah.
I love the people that come and I meet them at Phree Space, and we might go off and do our own little business venture from there, and just build connections. Just a like, can't say a creative playground for creatives to just come together and just build and network. So that's my favorite part of it.
The heart of collaboration.
Facts.
Yes.
Period.
We all come together.
All right.
Yeah.
Nah, I did want to ask before y'all leave. What's like the long term goal for Phree Space? Like, where do you see you guys in like the next 5 years?
Damn. My bad.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah. 5-year plan. I want to have a building. Like that's my like ultimate. I want to have a building, like a warehouse space where, you know, we can all do what we're doing now in Phree Space, but like have a place that's our own, you know? I want like some studio space, a little skate park area, a cafe. So, you know, local chefs can come and like rotate and, you know, serve for a month or something, you know, do some artist development, have a studio.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, just cultivate like the arts. Like I want an arts center
Yeah.
that's owned by us,
By us,
funded
for
by us.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's
Hopefully
what's up.
the AI's gonna take over in 5 years.
Right.
I don't know that AI music
Yeah,
is
the AI music is crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's
I was like,
amazing.
wow.
It's all right. I'm about to get my feature with Drake. It's all good.
right. You don't gotta pay.
I don't gotta pay
You
no
don't gotta
more.
pay no
It's
more.
Wow. That's scary.
Nah, that's crazy.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much for speaking with us.
We appreciate
Thank you
you.
for having us.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead with Nye and Bonita. Since
Hey.
y'all,
Hey.
since y'all right there.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, passing the torch.
Yeah. All right, hi, ladies.
Yeah.
Y'all looking too good. Hold on.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so. All right. I don't gotta say too much. Y'all can introduce yourself first for real because I like to hear it from the source. I want to hear it from the source. So, name, what y'all do, what you specialize in.
Okay. I knew you were gonna be like you first. Okay, so my name is Bonita B. I'm first generation Jamaican, born in Brooklyn, grew up in PG County. You know the vibe. So that's just me. You know, my genre is more so like my genre. It's my genre.
Your own genre.
My own genre.
I love that.
You know, I have different influences. I'm like a little mosh pit, you know.
We love variety. Like, why you gotta be one thing when you can be so many?
We love a versatile.
Versatile queen. There we
Period.
go.
Yep. What's up, y'all? I'm Nye. I'm from Annapolis, Maryland. I do all kinds of music too. We up here with DSU and we with Phree Space and Kent and the gang. And I don't know. I love music. Anything is inspiring. So
Oh, I like that.
the only thing I haven't tried is country music though. So
Country music. I've
Yeah.
been seeing that kind of coming
I
back
can
up.
get jiggy with that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
can
of
get jiggy with that.
nice. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Kent Black. He a little country bumpkin low
He
key.
a country bumpkin too.
He a little country bumpkin low key.
Look, he didn't tell me all that. Look. All right, so Bonita. So you have another name known as PG's Princessa. And I feel like that's supposed to say that wrong. Is it-
PG's Princessa.
there
Okay.
you- Princessa.
Okay, the girl done did her research.
Yes.
Okay.
And I feel like that's, very fitting. I feel your energy very much does give like princess. So how did you kind of like earn or choose that name? Like,
It's really like an embodiment, you know what I'm saying? It's the energy, it's the frequency, it's the vibe. It's not really,
yeah,
I was born this way.
right.
I'm on the right track. No, for real.
Do you feel like your music also like makes like other like women, men, anybody kind of have that same energy? Like feel like, you know, I'm bossed, I'm cleaned up, I'm crowned. Nobody can talk to me no type of way. Like,
Yes, you're definitely gonna feel like you're that girl. You're definitely gonna feel like a baddie, whether you're a guy or a girl.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's given that.
So then what inspires you specifically, you know, besides your aura and stuff, to like make this music and wake up every day and do that? Because that's a lot of time. That's a lot of work.
My greatest motivation would be like expression, right? Expression of your emotions, you know, your energy, all that. Like you in this world, you can't really express yourself. So for me to show an example of how you can like unapologetically express yourself and create a space where you feel comfortable, you can curate the space around you, the energy around you. You can be apologetically you. You don't have to bang with this or that. You know what I'm saying? Like you can really feel everything out and go and flow like water where you're supposed to go. Okay. And shout out to my collective Phree Space. Just signed your girl in ATL. Okay. Yes.
Okay, I really like how y'all all flow with each other. Look, it makes me feel better. Okay. So my next question would be, since you were kind of raised in the DMV a bit, but you from Brooklyn, like, what do you have any like DMV artists that you like really like mess with, or you feel like you kind of got some inspiration from as well, or you would collab?
Wow, I love that question. Speaking of, I have a song with D. Kent Black, right? It's coming out on, you know,
Song with CEO.
soon. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Smooth Water. That's my homie for real. We definitely gonna collab soon. And I love nice music. Like
Thank you.
for real. Like I just be, you know, when you sing, you know, artist songs, like I be singing my friend songs. Shout out to my best friend, Mirage Stoner. Like we about to perform this Friday for Phree Space at our show, the Mixed Food Hall. And shout out to my producer, Mike Cartel. We also, you know, we make our beats together. Like, we collab
Working
heavily.
endless.
We collab heavily. Like, I'll be up till whenever I gotta be up until. You feel me? Like,
Until it gets done.
yeah.
So that's kind of like, you could describe your creative process like it's just very like continuous, no breaks, like, and what else kind of happens during like maybe like a session of just doing you?
So my creative process is, it's really like flowy, like water, like no joke. Like it's really flowy. It doesn't have to be like really long and continuous. If I decide right at this moment, the spirit has lifted me up and it's time to stop and it's time for this, then that's what it's about. That's what it's time for. You know what I'm saying?
Stop everything you do it. You got to get it done.
Yeah, yeah. And it has to be the way that it has to be that way and it has to be this route. And you know what I'm saying? All other roads are closed. All other
Like,
roads are
I'm sorry,
closed.
do not disturb is on. Like,
Yeah, and that's why me and my producer work really well together because he can do exactly what I asked him to do the way that I said it. He has the patience to receive that.
Yeah.
And that's why you should curate a space around you, you know, that's receiving of your energy.
that is
Yeah.
so especially important.
My question is for Ms. Nye. So I did a little background research on you as well.
Scared.
There's no need to be scared. So I realized that, or I saw that your inspiration is Janae Aiko, Kodak Black, Drake, and even Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
And I did take a listen to one of your songs. It's called "Used to Be," and
Okay.
it kind of gives me like a Janae vibe. So I just want to know, like, do you have like a set expectation for how your music should sound when you step in the studio, or just
Yeah.
everything flows naturally?
I like reverb. I like when things sound smooth but kind of far away. Like I like it to be ethereal, like the energy of the music, regardless of the genre. But I do have like a go-to, like R&B, something smooth that makes you calm down, basically.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and speaking of that, I'm happy he brought that up as well. So you've been writing for like a long time, like since you
Yeah.
were 8.
yeah, because when I was young, my mother told me I couldn't sing, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna write music, you know. And I'm gonna prove to her. I learned how to play the piano and everything, so I could like tune my voice.
You're self-taught?
Well, I started like that, but then I got lessons because my mom saw me trying.
Yeah, she was like, dang, okay, fine.
I put I put all the keys A to Z, and then when I ran out of letters, I used numbers.
Wow.
So it was like hard to unteach myself that way because when I got proper lessons, you got to read notes.
Yeah, you got to read it different, but that's still really smart and so innovative.
Yeah.
So how would you say, like that was a long time ago, but how would you say your music and lyricism has changed since then? Like, what do you feel like you really hone in on, and what like matters to you versus maybe like when you were, maybe even just 5 years ago, not that long ago?
Honestly, I think components of music, the beat and the lyrics matter. Like, you need a beat to feel it, and you need lyrics to, like, digest it. So it got to be talking about something. Some songs don't have to talk about anything, but it got to be talking about something. It has to be a message. It has to, like, relate to people so we can... The reason why we listen to music is because, well, for me, I feel like it's closure. So when I'm writing a song, it's like, all right, I dealt with a situation. Now I can discard it with the music and then start and go to something new, you know? So, yeah.
So would you say that's one of like your biggest focuses in your music is to make sure like it's relatable versus like, you know, like just the sound, like you want to make sure that people can like understand, like and feel, be back in like the same type of place that where you wrote it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. So it does depend on how you deliver it. But you could, I mean, anything anybody says is going to be relatable to some crowd or some group of people. So it is about delivery. And it depends on how you want to deliver too. It depends on your mood. Like if you're sad, it's going to be slower, or maybe angry, it's going to be louder, or when it's happy, it's going to be upbeat but like soft, you know? So it's just...
Okay, well then, fun question. So if life were a movie, right, and we were in a specific scene or doing a specific activity, like what do you think we would be doing if your music was on? Like what would be happening? Like we in a car driving, we on a date, like what's going on? What do you see?
All right, so I'm gonna use Used to Be's because that's where he came off with. So Used to Be's is like you just got into a fight with your significant other and they leave out, storm out, and you in the shower like, dang, like.
Right,
Sliding down the wall. That's dramatic. But it's like after like a fight or like, you know, like a disagreement and you feel like, dang, why isn't my love life working out with nobody right now? Like, what that mean about me? Am I the problem? Or like, I don't know if y'all heard it, but like, I don't know. It's like embarrassing talking about like, not embarrassing because it's vulnerable, you know?
Yeah,
like I said, it's about like, you are relating to people, but at the same time, it's this discarding like what you went through. Well, to me, I don't know.
No, I definitely agree. Like, people do feel kind of weird being vulnerable, but music opens that up. Like, literally, music will say the whole tea, and that's the only way people will even think about it. You know what I'm saying? That kind of triggers it. So, what you do is important. The way you say it is important, and it lies with somebody, because you don't know every single person who listens to you, but there's probably somebody out there who listens to your joint like every day.
You never know.
You never know. So
hopefully that's the case.
I hope so too, because I heard a little bit too, and I said them notes was doing it for me.
Thank you.
So I have another question. So why did y'all join the Phree Space Collective? Like, what did you see in Kent, or what did he see in y'all?
I'm going to tell you guys a little story. Ooh. Okay, so the first time I ever performed, I was with my best friend, Mirage Stoner, and my producer, Mike Cartel. We went to this showcase in D.C. where Cartel was supposed to be performing at, and this man was on the sound. And they asked my best friend to perform, and she just turned to me, like how nice, like sitting like right next to me. She just turned to me just like, do you want to perform? Because I didn't come here. I just came here to support. And I'm like, being put in that position, like, I've never been put in that position before, but it was giving, like, why would I say no? You know what I'm saying? So I said yes, and then I was talking to Kat, and I'm like, oh, I've never done this before. I'm nervous. Da, da, da. My heart is, like, pumping, bro. Like, you know, just nervous for no reason, for real. But really, it's just excitement. And he was just like, you're going to do great. Like, the way he said it was just like, reassuring. What's wrong with you, bro? Like, it was like, we talked about this a million times before, but like, you know, like you ever, I don't know, imagine like your fairy godfather like happens to like embody a person and then show up in your life like, look, enough. You're about to do this right now, okay? Like they found a way to get to you. And that's Ken Black.
You got the embodiment.
So, and we've been locked in literally ever since. Like literally, he booked me for my first show. and also paid me for my first show. Like the first time I got paid for a show, he paid me for that show. And yeah, like we really been locked in ever since. And then, you know, just signed me on ATL, you know what I'm saying? Signed a little sponsorship, you know what I'm saying? So we out here, you know, really locked in, you know, just uplifting and supporting each other and making sure the space. I can't say my slogan right now because we can't curse. Yeah, the space where you're free to be.
All right, there you go.
MF and B. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all was talking about how y'all were together at shows beforehand and like what y'all kind of do, and it sounds like he's very reassuring, which is amazing. So do you have either y'all have any like pre-show rituals or performance rituals before you go on stage? Or like what gets you ready? Like what makes you just like, okay, I'm in my mindset. I'm about to.
We can tell you like anything.
Look, you
Because
making me question it.
we both know what we do before a show. Like we
right,
all in this room know what happens before a show. But after that meditation session, we'll call it that.
I don't know.
Meditation.
I don't get ready because if I start getting ready, then I
You
start
start
thinking
feeling
like,
nervous.
hold up, wait,
Yeah.
I'm about to go on stage. I'm about to see people. Like I just
Yeah.
be like, la 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 la. Oh wait, you know.
That's why sometimes you start doing what you
that.
normally would do. Yeah, which, not gonna lie, that's what I would normally do. And then, you know, I'm a vibe out, but I give myself time in between after that because, like, you don't want to be like, you know, yeah, like, and then go right on the stage. Like, you definitely want to feel the vibe out in any space before, like, you decide to, like, fully, like, present yourself and be vulnerable in front of people. So,
Yeah. Because it's easy to, like, just start, like, overthinking. Do y'all, like, ever find yourselves in those kind of positions where you just kind of, like, am I doing, like, the right thing? Or did I not? Was I supposed to do something else? Like, do you ever catch yourselves doing that? Or would you say overall you're pretty, like, confident in the decisions you make with everything?
No, I need work for sure. Okay. I'm gonna keep working like this whole time. It's like every time you record it or you watch yourself, you like, dang, I could have did, you know. Not saying that I'm not satisfied with my progress, but I feel like there's always room for improvement.
Yep. Sometimes I'm literally in the middle of, like, there are times where I was literally performing and looking right at Nye, and she's like cranking, like, girl, you're doing great. Like, we're having this telepathic situation going on, and I'm looking at her like, bro, I hate what I'm doing right now. Like, that's how I'm looking at her. But nobody else really knows that. So if, like, any fellow artists are listening, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody knows. Like,
That is so true.
Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, vibe out, be kind to yourself. You're all you have at the end of the day. So, like, be, like, kind to yourself. You could be your best critic and, you know, still be kind to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And just do better next time.
Yeah.
So it says Nye is an independent artist and you have your own label.
Well, I wouldn't call it a label, but
Okay. Well, can you like describe Undeniable and the meaning of behind it and the concept?
yeah, I don't know what you call those type of like poetic things, but it's like a word that's like it has your name in it, but also means something about you. So it's like undeniable. Like I don't know what to call it. It's just that, but I'm not on like a cocky way, but that's just how I view life. Like stuff happens in life, and it's like there's no way you can deny that, or there's no way you can like question this sign or this happened. Like you try to make it logical, but it's just really you can't put it in a category because it's bigger than that. I don't know. It'd be like full circle moments, like coincidences. I always say the first time is a coincidence, second time is a clue, the third time is proof. So it's like sometimes you're like, all right, send me another sign. That's undeniable. You know, you cannot deny that.
Yeah.
Have you been having a lot of, like, undeniable moments recently?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Like my life is crazy. It's like if you would have asked me 3 years ago, would this be my life now? I'd be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
So
same.
you just go, you just do it, and then it just happens, and you're just like it's undeniable.
And
So-
music is undeniable, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So is there any like upcoming projects, upcoming songs for both of y'all? Any collabs in the works? Anything?
Definitely. So my first release, Nicely, is coming soon, and we also have a video coming soon. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm just ultimately so excited. Like, I'm ready, but are y'all ready? Like,
Look, I just
Talk
want
to
to
me
know if the song
nicely.
gonna be on repeat or not. I just want to. I'm excited.
Most definitely.
All right.
Most definitely. Okay. Just be ready to, turn up, dance, all that. Like, really talk to me nicely. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
It's giving that.
Okay, y'all. And to close y'all out, so we can kind of move on. What would you say is? I don't know. What would you say is just the best part of everything? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything that you do. Like, what keeps it going? What is it?
About like music.
Like just everything, like within your aesthetic, your music, like what is the one thing that's like, you know what, I'm confident in that, that's me, that's why I know I'm doing the right thing. What is the best part?
Knowing that, like, a younger version of me, when they look at me, they would have been like, bro, like, oh, I want to be like her. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was younger, I never would have imagined I would be doing this. Even like a few years ago, I would have never imagined that I would like have followed what I truly like always wanted to do, like, but never saw the path or, believed you could do it with, the environment that you're being brought up in. No shade to, my parents, they're Jamaican parents and they're protective, you know what I'm saying? And they want you to do what they want you to do. And I know this is not something that necessarily thought of for me. So that's what I mean by that. But shout out to mom and dad. I love you. No, on some real, like, yeah, that's the best part about it. And curating a space where people come into the space, they be having a bad day or whatever. But when they come into this area or it's time for my set, you're about to be like, maybe you're not even thinking about what you were just blown about, you know what I'm saying? You're about to feel better regardless. Like Nye said, she got songs that, you want to turn down to. I sort of create a different vibe.
Yeah, like
more like it could be aggressive sometimes.
The energy's there though, like,
but the energy is there. It's definitely like uplifting, and it allows you to release your ego in a healthy way. You should be friends with your ego, not enemies. So
I like that you said that. A word, right? A word. I appreciate the snapping. And
I forgot what the question was. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I didn't like it. Hold on. So just your favorite, like the thing you're most confident in. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, I'm a rebel, so I don't like doing things everybody else do. So, life is go to college, 9 to 5, like be a robot and die inside internally. But I like people who do stuff differently. They don't care what they say or the normal definition of success is. Like, that's why I'm around everybody in this room, because it's like everybody feels like they don't have to follow the norm to be successful, or I don't know, just honestly going through experiences as well, like, and even if they're bad or good, just embracing it and then being able to create something out of it. Like, I look forward to challenges because I'm like, I'm ready to make a banger. You know what I mean? Like, I look forward to that type of stuff. So, not in a bad way, because I don't wish it, like, but
you're not like scared, like you're ready.
It's like, all right, what we about to go through? You be like, God, I need more faith in you. Yeah. All right, hold on, we about to go through something. All right. Then it's like, you said you wanted faith.
Humble you right quick.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you want a little sprinkle? Humble, let me come through and your car done. Like something, like something crazy.
Get a whole 5-star meal of just obstacles, right?
Yeah.
But you gotta go through it to get to the end of it. So.
And the reward is great.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, I really like that, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Jordan, you got anything to add?
No. I did want to ask. Well, this question was kind of like for everybody. I wanted to know, like, the process. Like, how do you guys write music? Like, what's the process? Do you got to hear the beat first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or do the words just come to you while you're just in the car or something? Or just the process that you guys go through when making a song?
I get lit off the beat. And then the words just, like, I hear the words on the song before I sing it, like it's coming from somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
For me, it's crazy. I used to be just like that, where I needed to hear like a beat first, then I could write. But I mean, God been throwing things left and right, you know what I'm saying? And that the things you go through, like you said, you know, you have closure, and that's what allows you to really like write and really get something out. And then when people hear it, they feel it. Like you could literally feel when somebody has gone through exactly what they're writing about.
Right.
Straight up.
Definitely.
Even if it didn't happen to them, it could happen to somebody close to them. You could feel it. So for me, it's a matter of tapping into something I experienced or some sort of like inspiration. But the things that come easiest without a beat are actually the things that are the most like emotionally striking.
All right.
Like whether it's a sad emotion, a happy emotion, those are the things that like that bliss or that really like low place, like either ones will create like the banger, like a banger for real. And whether I write the words first or I sit down with my producer and I'm like, this is the type of vibe I want to curate, this is the type of beat I want to make. Either way, like it's something specific, like there's a target and I hear it in my head and it sounds exactly a certain way. And I'm just kind of like vibing, and just like you have faith in God, like in life, and you know, you sometimes you just got to hand him the will to allow him to lead you. That's how it is with a song sometimes. Like you just know where you're going and you're just, you know, going with the flow to get there. Yeah.
That is facts. Big facts. Thank y'all for giving us the real. We're
Thank
gonna
you.
move on to Brandon and Kobe.
Shit.
Okay, so y'all okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. So sitting with us is actually a DSU student himself.
Yo, stay.
ITP Karma.
Yo, how y'all feeling tonight?
Good. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. How about yourself? Damn. Ask you the question again.
Look, you're good. You're good. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Me as a musician, I'm just myself. I feel like I'm a very emotional person. I'm very like in tune with who I am emotionally, and I know that I have a lot of triggers, and I feel like instead of reacting to certain situations a certain way, I just put that into my music.
Okay, I like that. Nice strong start.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
And Brandon?
What's that? How you
Hi,
feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
You sure? Y'all sure? Everybody here sure too?
I mean, it's
I
a
think
little,
I'm sure.
it's
I
a
think I'm
little
sure.
warm in here, if you want me to be
Nah, it
honest.
is hot.
Yeah.
You know, I'm dark skinned. I try heat. But
All right.
yeah, I'm good though. I'm good.
All right, and you can tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, so I'm Brandon Deshawn. I'm the blackest. I ain't gonna say the other part, but I'm the blackest. I just rap, you know. I sing sometime, you know.
Yeah.
Sometime.
I don't know those bars earlier. I said, "Oh shit, wait." Look, and I hear every note now.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So, let me start with Kobe. So,
Yo.
made it obvious. You'll do so. You know, we got love for you. So, how is being a college student and an artist like? How was that journey? How do you manage the two?
Honestly, it's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I don't know what I'm doing. But in reality, I came here to escape. Baltimore itself is a very dangerous place, and my living situation wasn't ideal. So, you know, I just had a last-ditch effort to find a place to really express myself, and I chose DSU. Well, DSU really chose me. Right. They financially supported me through to now, actually, you know, and I'm very grateful to be here. I feel like I can really express who I am as a person and really get to grow, because at home, you know, it's like crabs in a barrel, you know. You try to crawl out the barrel, somebody's pulling you back down.
I was gonna say it's pretty easy for a lot of, you know, creatives not to go, you know, specifically to school, because you don't really, you know what I'm saying, like you can go, but you also don't need to. It's easy just to, you know, go out there, be an artist, and do what you need to do. So what here, like at DSU, if you mind telling me, like has really been like, okay, like it was really worth, like I really like it here. This was my moment, like.
So I guess I have a very strong music foundation as a whole. I've been playing the saxophone for about like 9, 10, 11 years since I was like in the 4th grade. And I came here I honestly, it was more than I expected, because I thought it was going to be simple, just go to the studio, record like how everything else, but they really sat me down and like taught me the music theory, how everything works, how each element of the industry itself works, because the music industry, I feel like that's the best major on campus to really express who you are, because you get to learn who you are
while you learn how to do it.
Yeah.
Facts.
Okay, so you definitely got some new knowledge here, and that's always good to hear, to have people above you kind of showing you the ropes. Has this like kind of school or just Delaware in general like kind of giving you more opportunities as an artist to kind of go, like, have you performed anywhere? Like,
Yeah, Delaware. I can say that it's very different than Baltimore. They was talking about how the ego is a really big thing, and that's a thing I've dealt with very heavy in my life. You know, the ego death and everything, you had to get past it. But here it's very much welcoming. I can say my freshman year I was kind of standoffish because I feel like since everybody was coming back from the pandemic, they didn't really know how to connect with other people and other artists yet. We had to really warm up, and then this year really turning things up. I've been performing. I had like 4 performances here in Delaware so far.
Yeah.
Last year I had like 2 or 3. I had a couple back at home with Bazaar, Phree Space. Shout out to Kent Black. Shout out to Pimp. Shout out to Smooth Water.
I love when y'all do that.
And just for the fuck of it, Bonita.
Okay, that is so cool. Okay, so you was mentioning like emo and all that stuff. So how do you describe your music? Like who listens to it? What's the vibe?
I'm just an emotional person, so I just want to connect as to much people as possible because I feel like how I got into making music was I was connected through another person's emotions. I felt seen, I felt validated, and I felt like everyone is just desperate for that I wouldn't say desperate, but it's in need as a part of human nature.
Yeah, like a human response.
Yeah, to be validated. And, you know, there's an artist of the name of XXX. I don't want to go too much into it because of the situation, but, you know, I feel like musically strictly, I feel like he saved my life. I feel like he made me believe that I could do it too, you know? I saw him just do it overnight, and, you know, it wasn't an overnight thing. It took work, and I had to realize that as well, but he really pushed me into following his footsteps, basically.
Yeah, and you joining this collective definitely is like you already, you know, making your own moves, making your own connections. Like that's a lot of people who are kind of scared, especially when they're, you know, young. But you're taking advantage of your networking, and that's already a W. Like,
Yeah.
For real, for real. Okay. Let me ask Brandon.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't sing, you rap. So I seen in 2020 your song "I Give Money" went pretty crazy with your audience. So what do you think kind of gave the song, or like what about you really gives star factor? Like what is it about you that, because you funny, like I can say that, but like what about it is like, you know what I'm saying?
Personality and aggression, you feel me? And I go to a lot of concerts. Like I go to, like, even besides me performing, I go to festivals like every month.
What's the last one you went to?
Last one I went to, I can't even think right now. Oh, the Future concert, Future and Friends.
Oh.
I think it's the last one.
Future
in
and
Atlanta.
That was nice.
You know his friends? Oh, no,
Can I get the money though?
Okay.
Money.
So how does it also feel to, like, when you see people kind of like bump your music and stuff like that? Like,
I feel lit. I'm like, okay, I see y'all reciting the words. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I feel lit though. You feel me? And yeah, I appreciate it. I like it. So I want to stop performing it sometimes, but I'm like, nah, they be liking it. So I'm like, all right, bet, whatever.
So Mr. Brandon, it says here that you were exposed to music at a young age,
Yes,
like
sir.
music production and stuff like that. So was music like always, like you always knew you was going to do music, or did you have like another outlet you wanted to venture to that you just didn't, but your family always pushed music? Like how did that pan out for you?
Nah, they actually didn't know. For real. I wanted to be a lawyer, bruh.
Lawyer.
I
said,
can
"Let me
free
take the
y'all
bar."
easy. Like, come on now. Or I'm a marine biologist, but I can't swim. So we not gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying? But but now I just started vibing with it and start creating. So I think I really, really took an appreciation to it, like the year right before COVID. And then COVID happened. I was like, what do I do now? I ain't got nothing to do no more. Dang.
I felt like COVID really affected a lot of artists
did.
positively. I feel like that's when I went through my most evolution, because I've been doing this for my actual career for a very long time. I started at the age of 13, and around that time, I was already doing shows with other collectives. I'm not going to name because other situations, but the pandemic really forced me to elevate as an artist. You know, I didn't realize I could sing, and I'm in the choir now, but I didn't realize I could sing until I really did it, because I didn't understand like how to do it. I thought you had to be taught these things, but I mean, I just expanded my vocal range, did research and all the other stuff, and really played around with everything, pitch correction. And once you really just put in the work and put in the time and the effort, you're really gonna see the improvement.
So always practice what you're trying to do. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
I
what I'm
hear
talking
you.
Yes, sir. Now it says Brandon has a upcoming album, debut album. So do you feel any like pressure since it's the debut album, you know, first project?
I do.
And what was the
Yes, the big answer is yes.
what was the I would say inspiration for emotional art? Like, how did you come up with it? What was the theme, the concept for the project?
So yeah, I do feel pressure. That's why I keep pushing it back. I was like, I need this one song and I'll be okay. But it was supposed to come out in March, and then but before that, my engineer, he got in a car accident. Total his car, broke his arms. So I just pushed it back months. I'm just like, we gonna wait. So I'm about to drop it this summer.
Okay.
For real, the title came from this relationship I've been in for like 3 years. I hate it. I'm putting all the business out there. I'm putting when she cheated, when I cheated, everything going in there.
Look, you gotta be raw though. You know how many people been through the same situation. Look,
I'm like, we're gonna speak that. I'm putting voicemails in there. Everything.
Oh shit!
That's you.
ladies, do not leave no
It's gonna be a
voicemails.
skit.
Nah, they bugging.
You gonna have an interlude?
Yup, right there. Boom.
That's
So
crazy.
will you be like on tour after it debuts, or like
I
what are
don't
you
know.
thinking about?
I'll be doing like showcasing open mics like every week for real. So I don't know what I'm gonna do when they come out. I'm just gonna take it one day at a time. You feel me?
Do you perform often, and do you feel like any type of way? Like, does it come natural to you, or you get kind of nervous? Like,
My mind go blank. I don't know. When I start
I black
thinking,
out, swear to
I
God.
start laughing. I forget the words. I'm like, oh, yeah, I gotta go back into it.
I hop on stage, I blink, and then I'm off the stage. I'm like, what happened? I really have to
Like, my
watch my
mind.
videos to understand like what I did during my performance. Swear
Yeah,
to God,
you
like
right.
I
You
don't
really
have
do.
any control. That's the difference between Kobe and Karma. Two different people.
Okay.
Two different people.
two different
like
people.
that.
Okay, you
Karma
feel the
is-
same, Brandon? Like,
Yeah,
you got two different.
I'm just me.
All right.
I'm just, I like to walk through the crowd. I want to jump on stuff. I'm just like, you gonna do
Yeah.
this? Yeah. Just keep
So y'all like
pushing.
interacting with your audiences. Do you feel like you do
Yeah.
that like pretty well now? You be talking, you
Yeah.
know who's consistent.
Making sure everybody jump.
Everybody jump.
Yes, sir.
It's lit.
Look, I've seen a couple of your performances. I know they be jumping.
Hey.
So how would y'all say too, like with everything, like, you know, as I said before, pursuing music is a lot. So how would you say like your village kind of is? Do you feel like you have a lot of support? Do you feel like this specific group is your main support? Like, how do you kind of like navigate through life?
Honestly, like they said about ego, it's really hard to find your people. So once I did, I believe in soul families. I believe in. Have you ever watched this show called The Good Place?
I did.
So at the end, when Eleanor went into the door, she just became particles of energy, and then the demon dude, whoever he got to be a human again, her energy like passed on type. I feel like we're all just energy, and we all broke up during the Big Bang theory, and we connect to each other like magnets, and that's why certain people don't really like each other, because it's like the negative effect of a magnet. They don't connect. So, Pimp. Eli, Space Boy, Jaleesa's Angels, all of them, we've been friends for a very long time. I think me and Eli meet like 3 times in a millennium. Like I think we've been friends since we were 6 on and off. Angelisa, we've been friends at the middle school. Pimp, we've been friends since high school. Like it's really like we watch each other grow as people and as artists at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, that's a really good bond to have. What about you, Brandon?
You about to cry?
No. I just I'll
Give Mr. Krabs his little small violin.
look, might as well. Yo, I'm emotional for
Play drinking here. Okay.
Not gonna cry y'all today.
Tex and the rose.
Right. Ooh. I forgot the question actually.
Look, this is the third one today, y'all. Let me stop. So basically, like
Everything good
your
from the police.
village, your support system, like how do you feel about all that? Is the collective like your main source, or is it hard to kind of like navigate through relationships while doing this kind of career?
Oh yeah, nah. The village is cool. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some friends still don't take people serious yet. You know what I mean? They just be like, oh, he's just doing it right now. You feel me? But I want them to come to my stuff and support me like they support people they don't know. You feel me?
Factual.
Because they gonna want the same return when they start their little business or try to start a 4X.
4X.
Nah, 4X was crazy.
That was crazy.
But Free Space been support me, you know, through all this, even like all the shows and open mics. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ken Black. Yeah,
Ken Black.
He
yeah.
getting so much love, as he should.
So everyone in here has like a unique personality. I just want to know how like you guys got out your comfort zone, how you guys are just being able to be yourselves in every situation. Like you guys came here and you know what I'm saying, we getting to see the different sides of y'all. So I just want to know how y'all got out your comfort zone and how y'all take risks and stuff like that.
I'm a wholeheartedly 100% say I blame Eli. Eli is his fault. Eli Space Boy, like I said, we've known each other since high school. We just been each other's devil, little angel over each other's shoulder. You know, we protected over each other, but we also encourage each other's dumb ideas, basically. So in school, like it was other people who did music, and we kind of felt like the outcast when we started getting into the music industry, because like we had a certain expectation to live up into Baltimore, like to rap about certain things and have a certain style and be a certain way and look a certain way, and you know that just wasn't us. And I feel like that's what really got us into doing it, because we got to put our personalities into it, and that really overshined a lot of that, the unauthenticity that was present.
Right.
What about you, Brandon?
I forgot the question again.
The question was, how do you get out your comfort zone? How did you get out your comfort zone and take risks?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I got a comfort zone. I just don't be caring. It's like whatever happens gonna happen. People want to judge you regardless or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, do it.
So how do y'all like react to criticism and stuff like that? Like, how do you cope?
I love it. I actually love it though. You know what I
That's
mean?
something I'm learning to deal with, you know, because I feel like now it is like, I feel like as an adult, it's different looking at it when I was a teenager, because, you know, when I was a teenager doing this, it was like, oh, me against the world, da-da-da-da. But now I'm like, certain people's opinion really does matter to me, and it doesn't really have to, but I have to unlearn like that negativity. Like, it's only my voice telling me what's wrong and everything. It's not really a person per se, but it's myself. So my own worst enemy.
Yeah, worst enemy. Yeah, that's how.
Do you cry when they say that? When they tell you criticism?
I mean, no, but like I just had to learn how to really deal with it, because sometimes it's not. I'm sorry. Sometimes criticism isn't even bad. You just took it personally, because some people might mean exactly what they say. Because it might not be criticism. It might just them trying to help you get better. You feel me?
Yeah, always take some criticism with a grain of salt, for real.
Do you feel like social media plays a big part of that?
Oh my God, yes. I was just watching this interview by my favorite rapper right now, DC the Don. He was like, yeah, social media it's a new concept. It's something that just came out. We don't even know the long-term effects of it yet. And of course it plays a big part, because like social media, the fads, everything changed. Like 3 or 4 years ago, it was cool to use Instagram to like actually promote your music. Now Instagram is like the worst platform out right now. You know, TikTok is taking over. Shout out TikTok. But you know, everything matters, and you have to learn how to navigate to get through all the demons, get through all the negativity to really shine.
That is true. So I kind of have like a more like random question. Well, not that random, but what song from your discography is your personal favorite and why?
No, you go ahead.
So how I go about making music is I like to elevate as I go. So I feel like each song I make is better than the last. But my personal favorite, I feel like I would have to say either Hypnotized or Do You Wanna Skate. I like Do You Wanna Skate a lot, because I feel like I I was going through a really rough patch with myself and my sound and trying to rediscover myself because I really questioned who I was as a musician for a second. And that's why I kind of joined choir, because I want to surround myself with more music and different people. Shout out Dr. Gregory McPherson for really showing me how to use my voice and practice and train and do all these other things. And yeah. Do you want to skate? On all platforms.
All
All
platforms.
platforms. For me, it's meant to be. I got a song coming, and I don't perform it though. It's crazy.
What?
No, because I'll go by crowd. Like I'll pick songs based on the crowd.
Yeah.
And then that'll buy from that. I perform it rarely. You know what I mean?
Is it more like a personal?
It's
or-
more like a slow, like
Slow.
real. You know.
Where am I playing the song at? Like, what am I doing?
You can play a song like a happy hour, ladies' night, something like that. You know what I
Okay,
mean? But
ladies'
not in the club. It's like a slow vibe. So
In the session?
I could do a session. Yeah.
Y'all mad funny. Okay, and I guess what I'm kind of leaning towards, like in closing, what is your favorite part of being part of the Phree Space Collective?
It's lit.
Hospitality.
I love that word. Okay, hospitality.
Open arms from the jump. Just everything was so warm and different and unique, and I loved being a part of it.
Yeah, nah, I appreciate like everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like a humbled experience, you know, being with the free space, the free space. Shout out to Free Space.
Big Free Space.
But yeah, they do. They you know, open arms and everything. Mentally, it's like not a big ego. Everybody, you know, cool. Even if people on open mic, they cool too. You know what I'm saying? We got a little stuff here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's cool though.
We
You
are
feel me?
human.
Yeah, we are
Right,
human.
right.
All got feelings, emotions. You know. Yeah.
And he's the only person to ever book me for a show on my birthday. So shout out Kent Black.
On your birthday.
On your birthday.
August 6th, Leo gang.
Leos.
Leo gang. Oh,
Leos.
oh Lord, I'm
What's
feeling
wrong
outnumbered.
What's your sign?
Aries.
I'm a Libra.
Yeah,
I like
Aries.
y'all Leos though.
My
All
best friend's an Aries. So
I
what's
like
up?
Aries too.
I like Aries. Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Loves Aries.
Okay, bro.
Capricorn over here. You know,
Anyway,
My best friend is Capricorn. I like Capricorn.
I love water.
Capricorn.
I love Pisces to be exact.
I'm mixing up.
Pisces cool. I don't really know a lot of Pisces to really give like a full analysis yet. So
Magic Carp.
You're gonna
Magic
love it.
Carp.
Don't get addicted.
Love.
Don't get addicted.
We're gonna have some different opinions on that
What's
one.
the sign that I dislike the most? Sad.
You
My
hate
girlfriend
Sagittarius?
is sad. Chill.
I'm about to say, I like Sagittarius too.
Taurus.
Taurus?
Yeah, I can't.
Good thing our control room specialist left because he would have been real mad.
All right, Taurus woman. There we go.
Damn.
Please.
April Taurus or May Taurus?
May. Cinco de Mayo.
Nah, I seen them. How you gonna be lit?
You got beef.
Yeah, I got beef.
You talk about.
Okay. And what can you got a question too? I'm gonna say the last one.
Just to wrap it up, I just want to know the biggest challenge that you guys might have faced that might have been with music. It could just be with anything. Just a challenge that you faced that you overcame. And yeah, just describe that for me.
That's a good one.
Everyone don't have pure intentions. I trust too easily because, you know, I guess at home I wasn't loved the way I was supposed to, so I found love everywhere else type shit. Sorry. And I really grew up and realized that not everyone deserves to be loved. Not everyone deserves your respect all the time because you're giving out a lot and it's not always reciprocated. And, you know, I wouldn't blame the other party either because, you know, that's not their issue they deal with, you know, but that's just kind of how the society we live in.
I can tell. He just remind me of X. Like
No, because
he
I thought that
reminds me of X too
too.
much. It's like scary kind of. I get that a lot. He
R.I.P.
remind me of X. Yes, rest in peace. What about you, Brandon?
Loyalty. You know what I mean? A lot of people say they're gonna do this for you or want you to do that something for them, and you do it, but they don't return a favor. You know, they say they're gonna be there for you on this music stuff, and they don't do
switch
it.
up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you just be like, okay, next.
On to the next. Okay, y'all. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for speaking
Thank you.
with us. Is there any last, from CEO, from artists that y'all would like to say? Any tags you want to drop? Anything like that?
Follow me on IG, Dark Skin or Die.
I got you.
Dark Skin or Die.
I didn't get my IG.
Follow
This
me,
is a
Dark Skin or
code. You say it
Die.
now. I want y'all all to say.
Hey, follow your girl Bonita on IG at the real Bonita B.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you can follow me Smooth Water.
Yeah.
Smooth Water 4 a.m.
And make sure you tap in with the Rager Boy, the one and only FTP Karma.
FTP.
Hey,
FTP.
tap in with me, y'all. I appreciate y'all
Go
for
ahead,
having
follow
us.
Phree
DSU Radio. This is
Space.
Kent Black. Follow me on Instagram at the Kent Black.
Yes.
Yeah,
Kent
the
Black.
one and only. And check us out. If y'all trying to pull up to some shows, you have a brand or business you trying to promote or showcase, follow us at Phree Space on Instagram. That's PHREESPACE. And that's it, y'all. We appreciate y'all. Bless up. Thanks for having us. We're going to see y'all real soon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And y'all heard them. This is
Because they'll be back.
Yes,
they'll be back.
They'll be back.
I'll make sure of it.
All right, well then I'll be looking forward to it, here on the Nest with DESU Radio. And
I'ma
once
follow you
again, this is Xamara, y'all host, as well as Jordan. Thank y'all for listening.
Thank you.